Hi guys, it's Tana Mongeau, and today's video is not funny, it's not clickbait, it's none of that. It's more of a serious topic, so I'm sorry if that's not what you had wanted to see today, and I don't even know. So last week I made a YouTube video telling a story about something really fucking shitty that happened to me, and I didn't think that the outcome of that video would be what has happened, and I didn't think I'd be sitting down making this video right now. And I've literally been up all night debating whether I even want to film this, whether I even want to make this, but I feel like it's right. I feel like so many people have the wrong impression of me now because of the video that I made, and think of me differently and think of my intentions differently. And if that's the case, I at least want to attempt to sit down and make a video telling the truth, and make a video sitting down standing up for myself. And if you still don't like me after this video, for the video that I posted, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. But I just ask that you guys watch this video all the way through before forming an opinion on anything, and just listen to what I have to say for a second. I have been obsessed with YouTube for as long as I can remember. I have been so obsessed with content creation since I was probably 11 or 12. And YouTube has been something that I wanted to do for probably 4 or 5 years before I actually decided to do it. And I told myself before I started YouTube that I was going to be different, and that I wasn't going to be like every other YouTuber, and that I wasn't going to be the sellout average blonde bimbo on YouTube. I was going to be someone different, and I was going to show people that I'm not cookie cutter, and that there is a set of real people in a place that can be so incredibly, I don't want to say fake, but you know, like a lot of people put on a front, and I want it to be different than that. That's all I know. I'm not bashing anyone else. I'm saying that when I started my YouTube channel, I told myself that no matter what happened, I would stay true to who I truthfully am, because I owe myself that, I owe my subscribers that, and that's who I want to be, and I don't want to be anything different from that. Bottom line. And so I also told myself that I wanted my YouTube to be a place where I could tell crazy stories from my crazy life, with the goal to make people laugh and the goal to hopefully help some people. And I know that right off the bat, when you watch me, you don't think, oh my god, that girl really wants to help people, she's a fucking philanthropist. I don't think that. I know that my sense of humor is a little bit crazy, and sometimes I can come off as something that I'm not, but I'm working on that because I want you guys to know who I truly am. But anyways, the point of this YouTube channel was to make people laugh, make people smile, help people who are going through hard times to have that 5 minutes of their day where they could laugh and just relax, and to help some people. One fucking person would make me happy if I could help one person from all of the shitty, horrible things that have happened to me in my life. I may look super happy and carefree and confident, and I am, but it took a lot of hardship and it took a lot of fucked up shit to get me to this place. And that's what I want to show people, is not everyone is what they seem. Not everyone is super happy and confident right off the bat. Not everyone is just this front. I want to take that front down and be honest with you guys. And I think that I've done a pretty good job of doing that. I'm not going to lie. That has been my only goal. It's not money. It's not fame. It's not numbers. It's none of that. It is literally to stay true to who I am. And I think that I've done a really good job of that, to be honest with you. And I know that there are times when I get a little off track, and there are times when people definitely can misconstrue my sense of humor, but I just hope that my true subscribers know who I truly am and what I'm truly going for. But this little rant is besides the point of today's video. I made that video about what happened to me with that Viner with that same along the track line intention of every other video that I film. And that is simply to talk about something really fucking shitty that's happened to me in a funny, comedic way, and hope that I can help some people. And I'm going to start off by straight up saying that I was wrong for telling the story the way that I told it, not realizing that it could impact other people, and that a story that with something that serious happening, I shouldn't have tried to tell in a comedic way. I'm not apologizing for the contents of the story because everything that I said was true. And in that moment, I was a 16-year-old girl who was young, who was naive. I'm not saying that was like a long time ago and I'm so much different now, but I've definitely grown since then. I've definitely learned a lot since then. But I was young, I was naive. And at that time, I didn't know what it felt like to have a lot of social media followers. I didn't know what it felt like to be YouTube, like, known or whatever. I didn't know any of that. I was just Tana, who was in high school, who had 1,000 Twitter followers, who found a Viner that I really liked and was young and was innocent. I want to reiterate that point. And followed them. And that person really did try to take advantage of that. The fact that I looked up to them, the fact that I was a young girl and who was like a fangirl over this person, and for them to kind of take advantage of that was shitty. And I see that now that I look back on it. But anyways, I will get a little bit more into that in a moment. The point of this is that I'm apologizing for the way I told that story. I should not have used certain words so lightly. I should not have made fun of it. I should not have made jokes around it and let everyone else think that it was a joke, because it was a really serious situation. And I fucked up by telling that story in the wrong way. But I want to once again say that I'm not sorry for the contents of that story. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for not coming on here and being like, I lied about everything. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. He's right and I'm wrong. I don't want to be that girl who gives in to men that way. I don't want to be that person who says that so that everyone loves me again. I don't want to be that person who says that so all these Vine famous people don't fucking hate my guts. I don't want to be that person ever. I would rather be absolutely fucking hated for the truth than liked for a lie. And that's why I'm making this video. But back to what I was saying earlier. I was telling a story of something that happened to me when I was young and naive and freaked out and scared. And I don't know if a lot of people are going to agree with that, but it's scary when you have someone famous asking you for something like that when you're so young, because it's like they have this hierarchy in a way. They have this power in a way. They can embarrass you. Like, you're young, you look up to them. You don't know, like, better. You don't, like, think of them as the same person because you're just a little fangirl. They're your role model, you know? And that is how I felt at the time. And that is why I told that story, because I know there are a lot of other young girls out there who have gone through similar things, whether it be a Vine famous person or just a normal person or whatever. And I'm happy that even though a lot of fucking drama has come from this, I have had several young girls come forward and say, hey, this Viner did the exact same thing to me. I'm 15. The Viner you're talking about did the exact same thing to me. I'm 14. I'm 17. I'm 16. Whatever. With proof, with screenshots, all of that shit. So to know that other people were going through that and saw my video and that I helped them kind of like guide them in the right way to go makes it all worthwhile. And it is shitty that even though I help those people, a lot of people are going to side with the person who is more famous than me. A lot of people who are equally as famous as him and are his friends and hear his side of the story face to face and see my side of the story through a YouTube screen are going to fucking hate me. And last night I was scrolling through my Twitter feed and I clicked on my role model, if you will, their Twitter, to see that they had unfollowed me. And I didn't even think twice. I knew that they unfollowed me because of this, because they're siding with the other person. And I can't fib, I can't lie, it broke my heart into a million pieces. It is shitty to have your role model unfollow you on Twitter. And so I messaged them and I was like, hey, I wish that you would just take a moment to hear my side of the story. I'm like, I don't want you to dislike me. I really look up to you. I made my YouTube channel because I watch your videos. You were the person that I've wanted support from day one. You were the person that I made my YouTube channel an inspiration of. If you could give me a second, can you hear my side of the story? And they blocked me on Twitter. And it's not a nice feeling to have someone that you idolize, someone who was the inspiration behind everything you do, someone who helped you build up the courage to do what you've dreamed of doing, hate your guts. It's not a nice feeling at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, it really, really hurt to have not only that person, but a lot of other people who I really liked and have never done anything to at all hate me for telling a true story. It's shitty. It's really shitty. But the point of this video is, with that being said, people are gonna hate you. That's just life. And I would rather continue to tell the truth and help those 5 young girls who the same thing happened to than have a bunch of people like me, you know? And again, I am sorry for the way I told that story. I am sorry using terms I shouldn't have used. I'm sorry for hinting at the person's name. I'm sorry for exposing them, and I'm sorry for the drama that I've created. And I'm sorry for messing with their success. At the end of the day, they're doing them, I'm doing me. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. I mean, I know that there are a lot of people that say, well, if they didn't want that to happen to them, they shouldn't have done that to you. And I concur with that. I wish they wouldn't have done what they done. I wish I would have never made that video. Like, I wish I would have never had to make that video is what I'm saying. I wish that instance would have never happened, so none of this would have ever happened. And I'm sorry for exploiting them and making people in the masses attack them, because that wasn't my intention. My intention, like I said, was not to expose them. I didn't think by hinting at their name that many fucking people would figure it out, and that is where I'm a dumbass. Like, I should have known. I just, in my brain, I'm still Tana with 500 subscribers. I don't realize that, you know, like 20,000 people are gonna go comment on his Vine. I didn't think that was gonna happen, and that's where I fucked up, and I'm apologizing for all of that. But that's as far as I can go, because I don't want to sell out and say sorry for telling the truth. And I realize that a lot of you may dislike me for that, and I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry to anyone that I upset or hurt. But I'm happy that I did get to help a couple people. And having the people that I really look up to not like me breaks my heart and soul into a million fucking pieces. You guys have no idea. But I will move on from it, I will learn from it, and I will grow from it, and I will continue to stay true to who I am, because that's all I know how to do at this point. And I want you guys to know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. And while all of that did happen, I am so thankful for the overwhelming amount of people who did say, you know what, Tana, what happened to you was fucked up. I'm sorry, like, you're right, like, da-da-da-da. I'm thankful for all of those people, because that was my intention. It was never to hurt anyone. It was never to harm anyone. It was never to start drama. I'm not that kind of person, and I hope that some people can see that. But I love you guys so much more than you'll ever know, and I'm so thankful for you making me who I am, and I'm so thankful for the fact that my true fans and subscribers stand behind me through anything. And I love you so much. And this is a horrible, horrible setback and a horrible, shitty thing to happen. But I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm not going to stop being true to who I am. I'm not going to stop loving you guys. And I'm not going to stop trying to help people and make them laugh, because that would be straying away from who I am more than anything in the world. So with that being said, I hope that anybody who watches this can just take the things that I said into consideration and know my true intentions, or at least concur with them. Understand that I'm sorry for anybody that I hurt or upset. My intention was not for attention, was not to lie. I didn't lie about the story. My intention was not to exploit anyone, and I'm sorry. Even to that Viner, even though what happened was fucked up, if he was just kidding like he says, I just want to move on from this. I want to grow from it, and I want to learn from it, and I don't want anybody to hate anyone else. I don't want there to be drama, and I know this video is like 20 minutes long, I'm sure, and I'm sorry for that. I just have a lot on my mind, but I'm going to end it here. I love you guys so much, and thank you to those of you who did sit through this, and if you still hate me, I'm so sad about that, but there is nothing I can do further than tell the truth, stick by it, and apologize for the way that things may have came across. But I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video later this week. And I hope you have a great day.